Oh my fucking god. Good morning, y'all. It's Timidity. I am lightheaded because some idiot decided to set the trash cans outside of my place on fire, and now the whole area smells like burning plastic and garbage. So if I'm a little scatterbrained in this video, I hope you bear with me. There's two topics we need to cover, but let's just get one thing straight. My rule that I made for myself of if a man is really attracted to me, regardless of all of my red flags, he is either extremely stupid or extremely evil. And that rings true, because how do I put this? And also the other rule I made, if I'm telling a lot more people this than often. If you're with someone and I don't know, maybe you broke up and you're like, well, maybe I should get back with them or not, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're just stupid. Maybe they're not a bad person. I have to tell them, if they manage to be so stupid that they do evil shit on accident, that's even more reason to not get involved with them because they won't truly know what they did wrong. And if they did it on accident and still fully 100% don't see what they did is wrong or evil afterwards, that's still someone who's dangerous to you. And probably even worse, someone who's evil will do that shit with intent. But if you're someone who's like, oh, hey, I know I just looked like malicious and evil and controlling and fucked up when I did that, but I didn't know any better. And now that I do know better, I'm still not going to change my ways or do anything different. And I'm going to keep doing it and expecting different results from you. Then, yeah, that's someone you still should not be with because the only difference between them and a narcissist is like, I don't know, giving them, what's that called? Giving them the benefit of the doubt. But simply put, yeah, I like people who are smart and sweet. I don't like evil people, I don't like dumb people, and I'm in a healing process myself. I've been trying not to date people. Guess what, though? This one guy specifically hopped in my DMs on some, hey, seems like your posts recently have been a cry for help. How are you doing type shit. But, like, he did later on confess as we were talking that he was just really hoping that he could have sex with me or whatever. Obviously, fuck no. Jesus Christ. Anyone who knows me knows I don't do that. Like, it's kind of the biggest thing I talk about. Like, sure, I talk about sex a lot, but that's because I'm someone who's a sex addict who is ironically celibate. So, how do I put this? Being a sex addict who, like, fucks willy nilly, you'll be having the time of your life, but secretly feel like shit at your fucking core because you aren't really satisfying any of your needs or truly getting what you want out of life. Being a sex addict who's celibate, I'll look like I'm in misery, but I'll actually feel bliss because I'm not letting the wrong people have access to my body, my life, my mind like that, and then feeling fucked up when they dip out on me or do this or do that. Like, why would I? you know this segues into it. So this guy I was talking to, I let's fuck it, I can say his name. I already exposed who he was on my Instagram. I don't really care, we probably won't talk again, but I won't expose his identity on here because I don't want this to be too permanent of a stain on his record of being, because it's like it's a scumbag thing he did, but I wouldn't say he's like cruel. Like, I don't know, he's not Hitler is what I'm saying. His name is Abe. He has a huge social media following, this, and that. He already tried to hit me up before in the past on some, ooh, like, let me know if you ever want to come over to my house sometime. We could, like, listen to music and cuddle, maybe have some sex if you want. And I just straight up I thought to myself, nigga, you know I like high-end restaurants. You know I like trips. You know I like fun events. You know I want actual things that stimulate me. Why the fuck would I want that? I didn't say that, but I did just think this guy's a fucking idiot. Like you can't watch my story every day for like a fucking year and still somehow think, I'm gonna be the one who's different because I'm attractive and I have a high social media following. Fuck no, you're not. If anything, you're gonna get punished even more. You have to do even more to even convince myself that you're worth the fucking trouble. But I was like, no thank you, dude, I'm not interested in all, and I'm actually offended that you asked, because I'm celibate. And I don't do, like, I'm celibate unless I'm explicitly paid or unless I'm being taken on dates, but and like it's consistent. But yeah, that's not what I want. He got all touchy on some, ooh, I don't need you anyway, I have a lot of options. I'm an attractive guy, I have a pretty big following, I can get whoever I want, I can do anything I want, like, so I don't even need you. I'm not tripping. There's plenty of fish in the sea. He was talking so much shit that I may or may not have texted this man something very fucked up that scared him. And then he was like, "Oh, actually, we can be friends. Yeah, we're still friends. You're still cool." And it's like because he was afraid of me after what I said to him that I'm not gonna repeat on here. Either way, let's just say, but then maybe later on, like he hit me up maybe 10 minutes later just to be like, I don't remember if he apologized or not, but I do remember he was just like, "I'm sorry, I'm going through a lot lately. I've been taking like a bunch of pills to try to, and like a bunch of kratom and trying to like kill the bad thoughts in my head because I went through a breakup recently and I've just been having endless sex to fill the void. I've been having way too much sex. I feel disgusted with myself. And it's like, you should. I mean, sorry. I didn't say that, but I did kind of think to myself, okay, it's good that he at least feels bad about what he's doing. Like cold calling me and a whole bunch of other women on impulse. But, he claims that it was sort of like something he does when he feels a little manic or whatever. Not sure if he has bipolar disorder, but it is suspected that he does have some sort of neurodivergency. I wouldn't be shocked if he had autism, but yeah, that's just me though. But either way, I didn't let that get in the way of our friendship, but I did kind of notice, like, before it would be like we would talk, like, spontaneously, if he liked the meme or he liked the song, he'd sometimes slide up on my story to say so or like a post or whatever. Nothing too serious, but I did notice he was relying on me more for, like, basically trying to give me therapist treatment, but I didn't mind because a part of me was like, you know what? I'm bored. And this guy can distract me from my own life problems, so if I just get to hear about his and not think about mine, that could be pretty cool. Because, yeah, he vented to me about tons of shit that he usually would not tell anyone else on this fucking planet because, you got a huge fucking page. You have to leave a good impression on people and make sure the world doesn't hate you and shit. I get it. I get it. But I will say this. After a while, it did get tiresome because it's like I could tell. It's like, yes, dude, I know that you're only hitting me up at on 11 p.m. on a Saturday because you're bored as fucking shit with nothing else to do and you don't feel like going on live and you feel like talking about your emotions, and you know that I'm someone who is extremely good at talking people through their emotions and underlying feelings. And let's just say over time, like, I guess he really liked that vibe. We started talking again more recently, and to sum it up, because I know you're probably like, Jesus Christ, talk more to me, blah, big details, shut the fuck up. Thank you for bearing with me. I love you. I will say this though. So, you got the double wink there. This nigga, we started talking for about, like, recently, like a week straight, because I guess he could tell I was kind of spiraling and wanted to. I don't know if I can really say he wanted to be there for me or not, but he did say he slid up on me also because he thought I had really nice tits and that they looked so good that he just had to talk to me. Could have been recently, could have been a while back, I don't know, didn't get too much detail, but either way, we didn't actually talk too much about what I was going through, but we did just talk. And it was like actual conversations at this point. And they were fun. If anything, we could talk for like 8 hours unbreakingly with like the same level of energy as we had when we first started talking. Just like endless goofball antics, endless stories, all that shit. Really a lot of fun. But as time went on, after like several times, I did bring up to him, like, hey, you seem really sweet, but I guess like I kind of noticed he did the thing where I could say something and he'd entirely ignore it and then just keep monologuing about something else that he wanted to talk about. Or unless it was me directly boosting his ego or saying that something he said was interesting or asking him about his life, he wasn't asking me about mine. I gave him the benefit of the doubt at first. Like I brought it up with him once or twice. He brushed off those instances too. And let's just say some red flags were popping up that he still was being selfish and thoughtless, and I didn't like that. So I'll sum it up like this. Let's just say it came to a head because he actually did want to meet up with me. We were going to go to this event in my city because he just kind of was like, oh, hey, Tamia wants to go to this fucking event. I can probably be there. I can probably bring some alcohol and we can like hang out and get some food and talk and vibe and stuff. And it seemed like it was going to be an amazing time. I thought, hell yeah, this dude seems great. But a part of me in my core, I was like, okay, deep down, I don't think this is like I just kind of had a lingering feeling something was gonna go wrong. I thought I could meet up with this dude and maybe have a fantastic time, like getting drunk with some sexy green-eyed strangers, 6'6" tall, white as fuck, wide, but he also was white. I'll admit, and I could have a blast with him. Just two potentially autistic people. I'm definitely autistic. He might be. Just having a fucking amazing time in public, acting an ass at a block party. Wouldn't that be great? But I just, to my core, I was like, I don't think this dude really cares about me, and I think he just thinks about only himself. Otherwise, I think he would have put in a lot more effort when I talked about heavy topics, softer topics, etc., etc. It came in like multiple forms, even outside of me directly communicating that I would like him to ask more about me to show mutual interest, which he also then proceeded to ignore and brush off, which was intentional. Fuck that guy. I also kind of joked. I was like, I wonder how I know a lot about you. I wonder how much you know about me. Like, how many? Like, I don't know. How many siblings do I have? What's my favorite dessert? What's my favorite memory that you know about me? Like something like that. And he brushed that off too and ignored it and just went back to talking about himself. At some point though, I did actually, like, I did ask him a question and I tested him. I was like, hey, just so you know, like, what's my, just, I'm curious what you think it is. What's my favorite color? And this one's a hard one to fuck up because I wear it all the time. And it's like, I also have like three top favorite colors. Like, it's, but this nigga said forest green. He said, you seem like a forest green person. You have a forest green energy. That would probably be a nice compliment had it not been apparent that I wear pink all the time. Every time you see me wearing pink, I'm in a great mood and I'm saying, he want a freak pussy pink breast cancer. And just being in it. I have multiple videos of me online in pink wigs, fully dripped head to toe in pink. Like, he could have said red too, because I wear red a lot. He didn't. He could have said red, pink. He could have said orange. That fits. Even if he said yellow, it's like, okay, that's not too. It's like, that fits. He said green. I have never fucking worn. Like, what? The only fucking green item of clothing I have is this one hoodie, and the only reason I've been wearing that recently is simply because I need to do fucking laundry. I don't like. Really. In fact, actually, I also have this green dress that I'm laying on right now as a fucking knockoff pillowcase. And even that dress I forget about. Why? Because I hardly own any fucking articles of green clothing. Hell, if you ask me, hey Tamia, wear something green tonight for our date, I'd probably be like, shit. And then I would like instantly like find this one shirt I got in like 2013 or something from a Goodwill. And I'd be like, this is ugly, but it's one of the only few green items I have. Trust me. That would like, so that kind of offended me. Because also, he was the type of dude who said, like, oh, yeah, like, he was claiming that he stayed up super late in the night, even when we weren't talking, just staying up super late, like, looking at my videos, looking at my photos, all that. So it's like, how do you miss that? You clearly aren't stalking me very well if you can't guess what my favorite color is, or anything about me. And it just was fucking me up. Let's just say I meant to just like send them a cute little voice message like, hey, just so you know, I don't know, if I'm hanging out with you and I feel like I'm not really getting enough reciprocal energy, then I'm just gonna have to leave because I'm not in a mental place to have that. That was what I was trying to do. What actually happened was like this out of, I didn't see it coming whatsoever, and I'm usually very in tune with my emotions. I went from like, hi, I want to talk about, and then it just took a deep mental spiral down. And next thing you know, I sent him like 10 fucking voice messages of me just spiraling and venting about the recent friends I lost who did similar and how that fucked me off up, and how I think he only wants me for my body because unless the topic is about sex, he's not asking me any questions about myself or showing interest in anything I want to talk about or try to talk about. And it makes me feel dismissed and like he's just monologuing to me and yada yada yada. And I felt bad, but he also just, his response was some shitty shit like, ooh, I don't know why you think I don't care about you. I do. And then something like, you don't exactly make it easy for someone to ask about you because you'll just say things about yourself. It's like, no, nigga, the only reason I started saying things about myself to you openly and abruptly in the first place is because, guess what? You weren't asking me shit about myself even when I wasn't bringing up shit about myself. Probably there's another alternate timeline where I could say that to a nigga and then he'd say, well, it's not like you exactly share many stories about yourself. He would have said that fucking excuse no matter fucking what. Instead of just holding himself accountable and being like, oh shit, have I been doing that? My bad. I want to make you feel prioritized. Or, oops, my bad. And then, like, yeah, he could have at any fucking point. It's like whether I was going to share about myself or not. Hell, even when I do share about myself, guess what? You can still ask questions. I've had people overshare to me all the fucking time, and you know what I do? I ask follow-up questions. It's not fucking hard when you genuinely have an interest in someone. So he was trying to gaslight me in the laziest fuckboy way possible and be like, I think you're interesting and unique and beautiful and charismatic. That's cool. But clearly, I don't strike that much of a chord with you because you don't want to get to know anything about me. You just want me to stroke your fucking ego. Now, this came to a head because guess what? Last fucking night, I was like, I don't know, we didn't meet for the little Friday festival that we were gonna meet at. Boo fucking who, shit happens. I was bummed about that, but you know, I did my thing. I had a date just to myself. But then, I guess like the next day, just yesterday, Saturday, I was kind of feeling, I couldn't stop thinking about him, and I saw he sent me some voice messages and shit, and I guess I was just, At first, I tried to be dude's friend, despite going off on him and saying some really fucked up things his way. I sent him a final message just because I was like, okay, you know what? Whether or not this dude's gonna be around or not, I at least hope we can still be like decent, like friends or whatever. I sent him a message that was just like, listen, I think I didn't feel respected, blah blah blah, but I still think you're an amazing, talented writer. You got nice eyes. You got all this going for you, and I still am grateful that you got to show me a side of yourself that no one else ever saw. He sent me two voice messages like 3 hours later after or almost 4 hours later after he originally opened my message off the bat and then left me on red. But like, I'll put it like this. Oh, I'm hungry. I gotta end this video soon. Let's just say it all came to a head. My gut instinct was right because guess what? I had the urge to crash out. And I said, fuck it, I will. I posted some shit on my story. And I also posted some. I also DM'd this girl. He told. Fuck, I didn't tell you anything about this girl. How did I not share that within the last 15 minutes? One of our conversations, he was talking about all the women he has on his roster and stuff. Because I guess he knows I'm an open person. So he was trying to give the illusion that he himself is an open and honest person. So he told me about this beautiful girl named Stella that he's been hooking up with. He was like, she is kind of like insane though. She's like a nut job. He was saying all types of shit like, ooh yeah, she's crazy, her mom's crazy, they're really fucking weird. She's mentally unstable. Like 1 second we're fucking, the next second after a month she said that she's just in fucking love with me. Like, and just dragging her and saying that she's like a nut, but that he stopped talking to her, and then like a few days later she said that she was fine and wanted to have sex and be normal again, so he's fucking her again. And I said, I simmered on this for about a day because I thought to myself, it doesn't seem like he's that good of a person if he's willing to have sex with someone who's clearly mentally and emotionally unstable, but also really, really, really wants to be loved and stuff. That's not cool, you know? And like, she, I'll say it like this. He also like sent me some sexual photos of both of them. Like, and I just kind of, how do I put this? Yeah, just I asked him about that. I was like, hey, I know that she's an OnlyFans model and all, but I don't think she'd be. If you already say that she's been lurking my social media and getting mad at the comments I leave on your page and stuff, then clearly she wouldn't be happy if you were sending the girl you told her not to worry about, and that I'm just a friend, and also sending me nudes of her and you. And he was like, no, no, it's okay because she posted shit about between me and her unconsensually to her OnlyFans without asking me, so I can do this, you know? And I was like, And I didn't know how to feel about that because I thought she sounds like a scumbag, but so does he. And I even told him like, I don't think you should be having sex with a mentally ill chick who isn't gonna. I don't think that's the best. Like, that's not right by her. And you say you don't want drama in your life. Why would you be doing that to yourself? But he made excuses. He was like, no, no, she's fine now. She's fine. She knows that there's nothing serious between us. She knows that we're never gonna date. Like, she's fine with that. And she knows what's up. That's a fucking lie. Because guess the fuck what, bitch? Guess the fuck what? Last night when I crashed out, I kind of had a gut feeling. I was like, I get the feeling I should contact this Stella girl. I had her social media. I found him in the following list. I just DM'd her. I was like, hey, just so you know, he's kind of like sent me some sexual photos of you. I don't know if like how your comfortability with that. I know you're an OnlyFans model and stuff, but this is what he told me, and I told her like as much as I could. I didn't even need to send the photos, though I do have them. I just was like, yeah, he sent me a photo of you with your tits out in the lacy black bra with his tattooed arm on your breast and stuff. Like, so, like, she could, yeah. I have no reason to lie on this man or lie on any fucking body. Never. God fucking damn it, I hate when people think that. But I basically told her, I was like, I don't know if I've been in your shoes before. The way he talked about you and the shit that happened during your breakdown resonated with me because I can be mentally like that too. And I guess I would want to know if I was in your shoes and someone that I thought I really cared about who respected me was doing me the same way. And she said, oh, I love you so much for this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And she showed me screenshots where apparently just that same night, or actually the night before, like Friday midnight around then or so, he decided, like they were talking, she was like, hey, so you're giving me mixed signals, but what do you want from me? I want a relationship, and I don't know if you want that, but I want that. And then he just was like, ooh, I want a relationship too. I just want to take it slow. I just want to take it slow, and like, but I really care about you and don't want to lose you, and saying all this shit and that shit, leading her on. So you can imagine how fucked up she was to hear, like, oh, like, she texted that nigga back. She was like, oh, I actually just heard from, she texted him instantly. She was like, I actually just heard from somebody that you've been sharing information about me, and that's fucked up. Because you can't sit here, like, you're in, like, I told her everything. She was like, you're actively in love with, like, two other women and trying to lead me the fuck on as if you want a relationship. The whole time you're talking shit about me and my breakdowns to other people and sharing my images. Fuck you. I'm picking up my shit from your house type shit. Like, and I just thought to myself, see, this is what exactly this ties around to the opening statement of this video. If a man likes you and you know you're a bit crazy or loop, you're emotionally unstable, and he still likes you, he's either stupid or evil. Abe is both. Because if he was a smart fuckboy, he would know better than to get involved with the mentally ill chick who, when she gets scorned, pops off and starts spilling secrets and tea on and all sorts of fucked up shit. Like, if you were a fuckboy, you would have never entertained me. Or like a smart one. And if you weren't evil, he could have at the very least been direct with her and been like, I don't want a relationship. We are only having sex. 100%. Like, he was lying to me and her and God knows who else. And it's like, anyway. So yeah, that's what happened. Moral of the story, yeah, I'm glad that I'm celibate. I still have to check my own self because it's like, okay, this dude did tell me about him popping pills to cope, and about his drug usage, and about him being in love with these other chicks, and yada yada yada, and all this malicious shit. Why was I still going to be willing to entertain him and go on that date? I probably should have noticed those red flags a lot sooner. I'm glad I caught the final red flag that made me fucking not entertain this man further, but I should have definitely gone, this guy's a bit too nutty. But I guess the reason is I really did see him as a friend. Was he a fuckable friend? Yeah. Was he cute? Yeah. Did I see potential romantic compatibility? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I did just see him as a friend, and that's what I wanted. I wanted someone I could talk to all the time and socialize with and feel appreciated with and adored by and mutually adore them. He wasn't giving me the mutual adoration though, so it's like I want to be accepted at who I am and loved for who I am, and he wasn't showing interest in who I am, and I was showing interest in who he was. So at least, at the very least, even though I almost let slide the whole this dude's a pill popping, emotionally repressed, fake nonchalant loser, who, like, in some ways he was successful and he was hot and this and that, but he didn't have what I wanted. Like, he had some, but not others. Like, hell, he was even telling me, ooh, if I took you on a date, it wouldn't be some fancy restaurant in San Francisco. No, it'd be this one local joint that I really like. I'm friends with the owner, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I do like fancy restaurants. I do like nice dates. And I do like people, like, I don't know. So I'll do some emotional unpacking to figure out why I was attracted to this guy. I know why I was, and a part of me still wants to message him and just be like, hey, we could still be friends. But no, because guess what? The reason I crashed out was because he was not showing signs that he could be a friend or a decent person to me. And I can't handle that. He did. It was funny, though, because I started that shit in his life last night and made him potentially lose out on that girl. Guess what? He did crash out super hard and sent me this massive essay that I still haven't read at all. The only one single line I can see in it is passive aggressive. That's the only line I ever got to see. But I don't give a shit because it's like, okay, you got to lose out on me and that other hot girl, and we dipped on you. Just, I don't know. I'm at least proud of myself for catching the red flag and being able to at least contact the girl. I should have contacted her sooner, but I'm glad that I at least trusted my gut and went to talk to her anyway, because it wouldn't have sat right with me if I didn't. But she did also get, like, oddly quiet after a while, so I wouldn't be shocked if because I was gonna have this be another topic. Maybe I'll make another video about this. I hate coming to someone woman to woman, because let's just say I wouldn't be shocked if by this morning she's already, like, gone back to, like, having cutesy dates with him and having sweet nothings said in each other's ears and having amazing sex. I bet they fuck really good. They're both hot people. Like, God, to be a fly on the wall. Sorry, unrelated. What can I say? I'm a pervert sometimes. I'm a sex addict. Shut up. But I will say this. I would be disappointed in her if she collapsed on her own self-respect in order to like find an excuse to keep this man around. And if she was gonna go like, ooh, what if this chick was lying? What if she's just crazy? What if she just wants him and is trying to sabotage our relationship since like she heard that like he's gonna move on? No, 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 it's none of that, sweetie. I didn't want that man that fucking badly. Trust me, I liked him as a friend. He was not actually fully reaching my standards to eat. Like, even if I wanted to masturbate to him, I can't. I've tried, trust me. He's attractive enough where I like looking at pictures of his face. He's not attractive enough where I'd actually date him, because it's like, why would I date someone like that? So I'll put it like this. If she has self-respect and stands the fuck up and moves on with her life and chooses anyone else to be with, good for her. But if she has such low self-esteem that she decides to keep entertaining this man, then at least I can say, one, I have enough morals to at least tell her everything so she can know the truth going forward, and can't say she wasn't told the truth. Hate when dumb bitches are stupid bitches, but whatever. And two, whenever, at least I can say that I'm not her. And that I set a bar for treatment and I left. And I could tell that no matter what he said, it wasn't aligning with his actions. Because if he saw me as interesting, he would have actually put in an effort to show he was interested. If he truly respected me, he would have done this, this, and that. So yeah. Well, I think I'm doing pretty well. And also, I think this has permanently made me want to stop dating whatsoever, because holy fucking shit. I really had feelings for this dude. Not inherently romantic. Like, not really. Definitely strong platonic with a hint of romance. It's like, how do I put this? If I would say infatuation was heavy. And I thought to myself, this does seem like someone where if our friendship really did go well and time did pass and he healed from his emotional turmoil and stuff and stopped being so thoughty, then you know what? I could picture things working out with this dude and we could be like, at absolute worst, besties. At absolute best, like, something. I saw something. Oh well. I can do a lot better than an emotionally vacant man, and there's plenty of people who I'm compatible with on this planet for a good time, but not for a long time. I'm just glad I didn't give him any more time or my body or energy. Peace out.